Miami Homestead Speedway today.
That last lap, 215.1 miles an hour. Thomas Scheckter has damaged the number 2 Vision Racing Dallara.
Oh, boys, it doesn't sound like he did it by himself, because he says, I can't believe it. I'm not sure what that's from, but when he was running fourth, the best run for Vision Racing, Marty, sounds like something they have had some assistance with that.
Looks like Buddy Rice got into the contact with him. They were running in that group together, 4th and 5th at the time. And it looks like Buddy's day may be over as well. Our second caution with 3 laps to go. Here's what it looked like.
Boy, the same corner that Marco Andretti and Eddie Cheever got together.
There you see Scheckter going flying.
Castroneves, he held a pretty wheel, guys. He kept it on the course.
There's his record last year where he just had an abysmal show.
Checkered flag here, Elio. Forget the checkered flag.
His first win since Richmond last year. That was 12 races ago, and here's your
Great
winner.
job, guys. Great job. Hey, Elio, we got to use that motor this week, so don't ruin our motor. Have some fun.
Let's talk to, I'd love to be able to talk to Castroneves right now, wouldn't you guys?
As he cakes the white flag, he has led now 183 laps. And if he leads number 184 out of 200, he's going to take the checkered flag first. As there you can see Dan Weldon in second place. And in the backstretch for the final time, Elio Castroneves looking for his 9th career win, his 2nd consecutive win this season. First time back-to-back that he has done it in his IRL career. The checkers are out, and the win goes to Team Penske, Elio Castroneves, Dan Weldon 2nd, Tony Kanaan 3rd, Sam Hornish Jr. 4th, and Buddy Rice rounding out the top 5. Here comes Hornish. He's closing on Marco Andretti.
Oh, this does not look good. Oh,
Sam should have waited. He should have waited until the front stretch.
It may cost him dearly, because this time by, it will be 1 lap to go. Just listen to the crowd as they come down the front stretch.
white flag. I believe Marco can do this. I really think he's got it. He's got to hold the line, low lane, Marty Scott. This kid, I believe, is going to win this race. The most exciting Daytona 5. I'm sorry, the most exciting Indy 500 ever.
Down the backstretch for the final time. His father has not won it in 15 tries. Through 3. Hornish closing one more time. Coming out of 4. Down the front stretch. It's a drag race. Marco Andretti. Hornish. Who's going to win? At the stripe. It's Hornish.
Oh, Hornish wins.
Hornish wins by 6/100ths of a second. The closest finish, second closest in Indy history.
All right. You're a hell of a man, guy. Whoa. You're the man. Yeah, that's awesome, Sam.
If you are Marco Andretti, though, you cannot be disappointed.
1982,
Look at the agony, the ecstasy. Let's go back, take another look at this great finish. The green and white flies. 1 lap to go at Watkins Glen.
This is when your heart is racing, Marty. You just got your foot on the gas. You're trying to drive the thing as fast as possible through the turns.
Boy, and Dixon is just trying to check out on Mira. Third place, Ryan Briscoe has dropped back as well. So there's a huge gap between first, second. There's third place Briscoe. So right now, Scott Dixon through the chicane for the last time. That's the spotter giving an idea of how many car lengths, about 5 car lengths over second place.
You know, right now he's looking out. He's looking at all these wet spots on the racetrack. I can't touch those things. Driving the last lap of his life, for guys, right now. If he gets in this rain, 1 lap to go, he's going to be in trouble.
Formula One raced here back in the 60s all the way through 1980. Now it's the IndyCar Series. And maybe for the second year in a row, it will be Scott Dixon with the winner's laurel wreath hanging around his neck. And then, of course, he'll have to make a stop over the Seneca Lodges. He almost twitches right through there. The Lodge keeps all the race. And he's right. There is no pressure. Scott Dixon is on cruise control right now, although I bet you he doesn't feel that way.
No pressure behind, buddy.
Through the final turn for the final time. For the second year in a row, it will be Scott Dixon seeing the checkers here at Watkins Glen.
That's the way you do it, Scott. Good job. Whoa.
And Weldon had that right rear mess up on that pit stop, and that is costing. I'll tell you, Chip Ganassi's probably down to get ready to slit his wrist because he drove himself crazy, dominated this race throughout the day. Looks like he's going to lose it to Castroneves. Unbelievable.
And remember, Indy,
White flag.
Weldon dominated Indy.
Same thing. Weldon had Indy dominated. Had it dominated here.
So down the backstretch for the final time, Elio Castroneves looking like he's going to win again. Hang on as they go through turns 3 and 4. Dixon and Weldon.
White flag.
Not going to be enough. Elio Castroneves takes the win.
Now, boys, great job.
His 10th career victory. I don't think it makes any difference. Elio could let him go right now, and he does.
Elio's just holding on right now, trying to just to get to the end of the race.
Oh, but here comes Mira. Mira goes below the yellow line and takes over the position. So Franchitti gets snookered by Vitor Mira. Oh, and a tire goes down on Elio, and the yellow is out with 4 to go.
4-5 cars coming inside.
This time it will be for the checkered flag, as we will be waiting for Sam Hornish right there to pick up his second win
You
this
are the
year.
man there. You are the man. You get that 500 back now.
Well, Penske's really happy that, like we talked earlier, it's Philip Morris, his hometown. He's won the race for him. Everybody's cheering. He dominated tonight. It was just an unbelievable driving experience Hornish put through tonight, guys.
Sam, the first driver ever to repeat here at Richmond International Raceway. It is his 16th career win and is definitely going to help him in the points championship chase. Here we go. This time by, the white flag is out. Hornish.
Marty, he's got one shot going down 3 and 4. He's going to have to choose his line and watch very smartly as Hornish pushes him high and now tries to take the air away from him.
Going into turn 3. Hornish hugs the white line down low. Will he pick up his 17th career win, or will Weldon get his 11th? Coming for the strike. Here comes the checkered flag. Sam Hornish goes back to back and does it again. And Hornish will take over the points lead. And, yep, Chris is going to have to keep wearing those jeans. You can't get around on the outside here. We've seen too many guys try, and they have to get out of the throttle because the car just doesn't have the grip, Rusty.
Weldon had the run a couple laps ago, made a mistake, got too high and lost. He can't afford any mistakes right now. He knows exactly what he did wrong, where he needs to pick his pass. He gets a big draft down the front straightaway. White flag's waving.
1 lap to go. It's Dixon. Will he pick up career win number 6? Or will his teammate, Dan Weldon, take home career win number 11? Dixon keeping the low line, hugging the bottom of the racetrack. Coming out of 4. One last shot for Weldon. He won't do it. Scott Dixon, Dan Weldon, Vitor Mira, Danica Patrick with her best run of the year. Castroneves rounds out the top 5, and in 6th place it'll be Dario Franchitti.
Great job, you guys in the pit.
This time by, it'll be the white flag. It's out for Tony Kanaan. 1 mile to go. The last 2 years that they've run this race here, Tony has finished in 4th place both times. Right now, it looks like he is going to finish 3 places better, pick up his first win since Sonoma last year through turns 3 and 4. Here comes career win number 7 for Tony Kanaan at Milwaukee.
What a great drive, great pit stops, great fuel line. Well done, boys. Great job.
For the
Hey, boys, that's for you guys. Just for you. That's for you.
For the first time this year, some team other than Ganassi or Penske takes home the checkered flag. Michael Andretti, as Marco ends up fading back to 5th in the finishing order. It was Kanaan, Hornish, Scheckter. Danica Patrick matches her 4th place from last week as she came barreling through. Remember, she had those fresh tires. Andretti, then Franchitti, and Brian Herta. White flag this time by. 1 to go. You heard it on the radio. And the margin this time at the stripe. Again, 1.6 seconds. So it looks like Elio Castroneves, all he has to do is negotiate this 2-mile circuit at famed Michigan International Speedway to pick up his 11th career win.
And will he climb the fence?
I'll guarantee he'll climb the fence, Scott. He'll definitely climb that fence. He wants this win bad, that's for sure. He talked about it all week.
Get ready, folks. Here he comes, his 4th win of the season. He's already got the hand up in the air. He ought to have the #1 finger because he's your new points leader.
Good job, buddy. Look, you guys are awesome. Awesome. Thank you, God. Woo! If they let me race, I can win this thing. I'm telling you.
Right now, Sam Hornish, this is the biggest lead we've had in the last 70 laps.
Well, if you're going to get a big lead, you need the 1 lap to go. He's got it right now.
White flag now on for Sam Hornish, looking for his 4th win of the season. It'll be the 18th of his career. He's got half a lap to go.
Dan Weller's worked himself back up in 4th position.
The points, they could shuffle again. Coming out of 4th, Sam Hornish is going to go to victory in front of Scott Dixon, Elio Castroneves, and Dan Weldon. There is your top 4 and your top 4 in the points. Just as we expected at the beginning of this race.
Unbelievable.
Incredible.
It was incredible. Hornish wins this race with Dixon, Castroneves, Weldon. Weldon's got to be beating on the steering wheel right now, Scott. Just gave it away right on pit road.
This time by, it'll be the white flag. And the only question will be, does he have enough fuel? Marco Andretti at age 19, 2.3 miles away from his first career win in the IndyCar Series.
He needs about 9/10 of a gallon to make it. These cars are running about 1 gallon per lap. He's awful close to making it. It's going to come right down to the fuel. He's got a big lead here. He's just got to drive smooth.
Guys, while this has been going on, Scott Dixon, Vitor Mira got around Castroneves. Mira's up to 3rd. Dixon's up to 4th. Castroneves has been moved back to 5th. Weldon is 6th. The championship chase is getting tighter. And Tony Kanaan peels off and is in pit lane. So Kanaan needed the fuel. He did not have enough. Does Marco? He's at the farthest end of the racetrack.
It's downhill from here. He's running down the hill. It's going to help him a little bit.
Okay, you got plenty of fuel to make it. You got plenty of fuel. You're good.
You heard Kyle Moyer. He says you've got it.
I still say I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
He's not put a wheel wrong all day. I'm sure he won't for the next few turns, but can you imagine the emotions that's going on inside his helmet right now?
Remember at Indianapolis, it was a last lap pass on the front straightaway where Sam Hornish snatched victory from Marco Andretti. It won't happen this time. The 19-year-old is going to win at Infineon.
Okay, great job, kid. Great job.
That was big. That was a big win.
You could do some donuts if you want somewhere, but you don't gotta.
Kyle's done. Do some donuts somewhere. It's okay. Just don't burn up the motor. He's the youngest winner in Indy Racing League history. 19 years, 5 months, and 14 days old. Let's go down to Jamie.
Well, they finish right there, and in the order they're running right now, it would be a tie at the top of the championship, but based on his 4 wins this season versus the 2 now for Weldon as the white flag comes out, the title would go to Penske and Sam Hornish.
Dixon's not going to give up.
Dixon's still going to try on this last lap to get this top spot away from his teammate.
It looks like the fast part of the racetrack has moved up, and Dixon just can't get enough of a run out there. And Weldon wants to win bad enough that he's using up a whole lot of racetrack.
There it is. So Hornish takes the championship.
Well, Roger Penske is a very happy guy right now as he and Chip is sitting there saying, you know, we won the race. and we were so close, but we just couldn't win that championship. Boy, you know, it's pretty amazing when you look at his face and he's not streaming with happiness, because he knows, even though they won the battle, they didn't win the war.
Well, Jack Carew down with Roger Penske.
You win your first IRL IndyCar Series title.
Well, I'll tell you, it was, you know, you could see it out there all day. And just at the end, I didn't want him to get too racy there. But all we had to do, and Elio had that, you know, tough job coming into pits with the speed. But it was a clean race, lots of good racing. And long year, great season, Indy winner for Sam. But this whole team, we have all these people, our sponsors that support us. I just want to take my hat off to them. And obviously, you guys at ESPN ABC, thanks for doing a great job in this series, and we'll see you back next year.
What does this title mean to Roger Penske and all of his Penske organization?
Well, you know, we came over to IRL to support the Indianapolis 500. I'm sure glad we could do it with a win in this championship this year. It's one we don't have, and when you don't have one, you sure want it.
Roger, you've won so many Indy 500s, and you promised Sam Hornish that if he signed with you, you'd go do everything you could to deliver him a title. You did that. He said he wanted to deliver you a title. Can it get any better than this season?
I guess we're even.
Guys,